probably back, oh, when did I go? Back about 1997, I think, is when I left. End of 96. No, it was end of 96. Yeah. November of 96, I bought these in an airport for a dreaded 18-hour flight to Korea. And luckily I got to enjoy it on the plane for a couple reasons. First, I was pretty big into video games back then, and I bought a Sega Game Gear, if anybody's old enough to remember that. Or nostalgic enough, I should say, not old enough. And it was a Sega handheld system that was about this big, and it took like 12 and a half AA batteries to run it for 10 minutes. Literally, I don't think we were even fully in the air and, you know, back horizontal when my batteries died. So I gave up on that, and the in-flight movie was, of course, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. I gave up on that very fast. And it's one movie, even above Twilight, that I vowed never to watch again, because that's the only movie they had, and they played it back to back to back to back to back for 18 hours. There was no stops. Well, I take that back. We got in the air in Missouri, and we flew to Seattle, and from Seattle to Korea, it was nonstop. That same movie. So I broke out the books. I read the books twice. The second time reading it, I was sitting next to this Korean gentleman who was going home, because this was a Korean flight, not just a military flight. It was Korean nationals too, and he kept, you know, looking, and I asked him if he'd like to read some of it too, and he did. So we enjoyed The Green Mile together. As I finished one, I'd give it to him, and when we got off the plane, I just gave him the whole, you know, hey, you take these. I've already read it twice, you know, in 18 hours, so you take them. So anyway, that's my history with The Green Mile. Very good book. I enjoy Stephen King a lot, but I enjoy old Stephen King, and I'd probably put a cap on it about The Dark Tower. I can't read The Dark Tower. I don't know why. I've tried. It's like trying to read the Lord of the Rings novels. You love the movie, you love the concept, but man, that's hard to read. That's just a really tough read. And The Dark Tower's that way too. I love 70s and early 80s Stephen King books, and this is an exception. I do love this. I like it more now probably because I do work in a prison. I don't work on death row or anything, so I don't have those stories to tell you, but I am familiar with the environment and what goes on, and I really do enjoy this. This is by far not Stephen King's best movie adaptation. It is by far not Tom Hanks' best movie ever. You're not going to get all that. You're not going to get the best of anything here. But what you are going to get is a good, solid, supernatural story. Basically, we're following Tom Hanks as our lead, and it's his career. It's not really his career. It's just a moment in his career where he crosses paths with Michael Clark Duncan's character, John Coffey. Coffey is accused of violating and killing 2 little girls, and he's sent to death row, and that's where they cross paths and meet, and all the miracles start happening. John Coffey, of course, is a supernatural being that can heal things with his touch, and they go through a bunch of different scenes of this, of him healing this and that, which I don't want to go into because I really want you guys to watch this if you haven't seen it. And I know there's a lot of comments on my videos especially, and some other people's that I've read, of you younger people that, oh, I've never seen that, I need to see that. Just like my fairly popular series right now, The Year of My Birth movies. I'm in 77. I had a lot of comments, oh, I own that, but I've never seen it. You know, I need to watch this. You know, I of course did Close Encounters. This is the same thing. I want you guys to go experience this movie. It's not by no means the best movie in the world, but it's a great movie. Now, this is one of my favorite Sam Rockwells. If there's one thing that Sam Rockwell can do good, is play a nutty bastard. And he does a great job in this, and I have encountered so many Sam Rockwells in my career in corrections that it's not funny. This guy you just want to strangle. Oh God, his name leaves me. David Morse. That's the guy that I am wanting to strangle the holy shit out of Sam Rockwell's character. So I know where he's coming from. Basically, it's just that span of time that they have crossed paths, and that's the story that we get. It's not like a full part of Tom Hanks's life. It's not the beginning and the end of this prison. It's not it's not a closure movie. It's basically that spot in Tom Hanks's life where he comes to meet John Coffey, and of course you get a little bit of Tom Hanks afterwards as the story progresses, and it's just it's a good story. It's just that's all you're going to get here is a good story. It's not a blockbuster. It's not going to be on your top 10 list anywhere. It's not, it probably won't even be on, if you did a top 10 list of favorite prison movies, it's not going to be there either. Could possibly find its way into a top 10 Stephen King list, but I really doubt that too. So that's it. The Green Mile. Great movie, but not good movie, but not anything amazing. How about that? That's fair. Some people like it, some people don't. So anyway, that's my review. My name is James, of course, again, and thank you so much for everything you've done on this channel. I really give thanks to the other 6 guys that's on here with me. I've never met a more professional group of reviewers. I admire every single one of you. I watch and steal pieces of your style every time I do this to make myself better, and hopefully one day I'm even on your level. So thank you. And I want to really quick, I don't want to use this channel as a commercial, but I want to plug, I've got another group of 5 guys that I work with. It started Monday. If you're into horror movies, please come over and check us out. It's called Horoscope. You can actually find it under Horoscope 101 because apparently Horoscope was taken. You'll find it in the links to my videos. How about that? I don't know if I'll get to putting it in this link or not. I'm not gonna make that promise. So thank you so much for stopping by and watching me and watching this review. Stay tuned for Scott and Dino. I'm sure they will blow me out of the water, but just stopping by and watching me makes me feel good. So once again, thank you. Sam Rockwell Week. Come back next week. See me again. All right. Later.